Morning, everybody. Kevin here from Watches with Joe and Kevin, back for episode 10 of season 5 of The Sopranos. The big takeaway from the last episode, obviously, and for everyone, is poor Finn's discovery of Vito's little secret, which led to a fight with Meadow and piling insecurities, which obviously led to an engagement that I don't know how. I don't think we got Tony's reaction at all to the news. I don't think Tony knew by the end of the episode, and I kind of want to see where that's going moving forward. Tony and Finn seem to be in an okay place. Finn and Vito, however, aren't, and I really do feel like that's the kind of secret that if it got out to Tony or anyone else would be really dangerous for Vito. I feel like that's so compromising that it could be dangerous for Vito, more so than Tony going to therapy. I'm not really sure. I mean, we haven't seen how anybody except Finn reacts to it, but Finn not showing up to the baseball game sent a message to Vito that he probably didn't mean to send, that he just wants to be away from it. I feel like Vito probably invited him to the game as a nicety, but really just to say we're cool, right? Just to be like, let's hang out at baseball. We'll never acknowledge this thing, which means we'll never ever acknowledge this thing, to kind of show each other that it's all cool. Your secret's safe with me, and we can move on with our lives, amicably. But him not showing up, I don't know what level of potential problem that causes for either Finn or for Vito. As long as Meadow and Finn keep their mouths shut, maybe it's okay, but I don't think that discovery is a small thing. I think there's going to be repercussions moving forward, but I have no idea what direction they're going to be. Really curious also about the engagement, how that's gonna hold up in the midst of this war that Tony B is kind of dragging Tony Soprano into. How that's all going to play out. I really loved the last episode. Everybody blaming random unidentified black males for everything that goes wrong. Everyone knowing they're lying, and everyone just kind of playing along with it. The revelation that Tony had a panic attack, and that's why he ended up in prison with Tony B. He missed the job. I don't know where he goes from there. He obviously feels a lot of responsibility to Tony B. I don't know if there's a breaking point if Tony B keeps screwing up, because the shooting was a pretty massive screw up in terms of increasing the conflict between New Jersey and an already fractioned New York. Guess we'll see. All right, we're going to get started here. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers who've been here with us. Thank you so much, guys. Special thank you to AB, Actuarial Lurker, Balash Fuldes, Derek Peterson, Devin Garneau, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Jojo Potato, Natasha Norris, NJ, Sudagunda Varapu, Trey Contreras, Ware Panda 47, Wolfgang Wolf, Yannick from Montreal, and Torgeir Langstad. Excuse me. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for being here with us. Sorry, I hopped this morning. If you would like to see a full-length reaction to everything we're watching, check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. Way ahead over there. You are going to have to sync and watch along on your own source material, though, due to copyright law. Okay, this one's called Cold Cut, so I'm kind of wondering if, that was a trigger for Tony's panic attacks, if the events of this are going to get back into, maybe not the cold cuts themselves, but to the panic attacks. Let's find out.
Fella was told it was a go. If it didn't happen, how come nobody called?
A lot of things didn't happen. It seemed like they happened. Your cousin didn't whack Joey.
Oh, okay. So this is Tony Sack taking a shot at Soprano. Or Johnny Sack. Sorry, Johnny Sack.
Out of bounds! Let me go! They're just a bunch of losers!
Whoa!
You.
Come on, Pops, charge the ball. Charge it.
Yeah, don't call kids losers like that.
Come on!
Your kid is out of control. She's been tripping and pushing all summer.
Oh, shut up and get out of here.
Don't tell me that.
Whoa, no, not worth it.
What are you, crazy?
Yeah.
Oh!
Janice is going to get banned from youth soccer.
Now, how kids kick my kick it off?
That was dumb. Just dumb all the way around.
He owes me half that fucking load.
You're not buying it. I don't know what to think. He's getting awfully fucking cute with his remarks.
Yeah.
Find out what the fuck is going on. The property taxes, I know.
Hello to you, too. Thought you should know your sister Janice got arrested.
What?
In Essex County this afternoon, an incident of sports rage among soccer moms.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be on TV.
Our Jillian Glessner was on the scene. What about it, Jillian? Think that other mother better go into the soccer mom protection?
Oh, my God.
That sent one mother to the hospital and one to jail. Denise McCarthy, a parent, witnessed the violence.
I just feel so bad for the kids.
Parents.
Tony's face. I know it's not funny, but it's pretty funny.
My kid!
Charges are still pending.
Almost any frustration, inconvenience, or perceived inconsideration will set them off.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Let me see.
It wasn't my fault.
My name was all over the fucking TV because of your bullshit.
Yeah.
And not turn us into one of your fucking co-celebras.
Anybody's side but mine. That bitch is lucky I didn't kill her.
Well, we know that.
Oh, my God.
You in your fucking temper, Janice.
Get out.
I like how she's yell. She waits till he's actually leaving to yell.
Tony. I know this looks bad.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, she called Sophia her daughter.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
All right, I do give a fuck.
Okay, good.
How many times I gotta tell you? Get control of your wife.
That's a pretty common theme. You have to. I know it's really sexist, but everyone's got to be doing their part.
And when you're a parent, you'll see. You'll defend your children like a lion with her cubs.
You're not my parent.
Yeah.
I'm here. And I try to care very much. Now get to sleep.
You're gonna punch me?
I think that's fair.
Sophia, go to sleep.
I mean, you have to think about the kid in that situation.
I'll be having an extra session with Sandy, believe me.
Sandy, what does she do? She tells her you were picked on by your father and asks you to read her screenplays.
Oh, my God.
And I think you should see a weight loss specialist.
You don't see it in yourself. I heard you with Sophia.
Yeah.
But we can't live like this, me and the kids.
Like what?
This was a nice house. Peaceful, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, be that as it may, the past and all, if you don't go to these anger classes they have or whatever, this with us ain't gonna work out.
I agree. I think that's fair. Like, this is untenable.
It used to be you, didn't it? Teacher's pet.
I mean, really.
Now you know what I went through.
I mean, yeah. I don't like Polly at all, but that's a good point.
We should see how it looks on your face.
Prissy.
Okay, so they are going through with the wedding.
You okay?
Yeah, sold the place. Moving to Florida.
You should. He's getting on in years.
Who's that? I don't know who we're talking about.
Again?
The developer's going up there. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be good for you or our friend if somebody opened the canned fruit.
Oh, the body.
It's going to be a lot of work, which, with Louise around, can only be done at night.
That's true.
This thing's got to be done in 2 weeks, the latest.
So there's several bodies to move? Is that what I'm getting here?
What are you, picking out wedding cakes?
Yeah.
Hope you have better luck than I did.
Why, you didn't like your cake?
Well, you got something you want to say? All right.
So call me.
We keep getting to this. I'm kind of curious how much this comes to a head with these two.
You have the hiccups?
No, I told you that went away. What, you think it's fucking funny? He almost committed suicide because of it.
Hiccups for a year? I'd hate it.
And when I tramped through the stickers and found him, they said I had to be initiated into a special club by being tied to a tree alone in the orchard for an hour.
Ugh.
I was on that tree till 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
No.
I worship these two guys.
That would have bothered me too.
When he was by himself, he used to push me on my big wheels. He'd teach me curse words. When he was by himself.
Okay, this goes back. This Tony B resentment.
And here we are again. Tony B goes wrong, and Tony lays a $200K a year cash cow on him.
Well, she's getting a lot of information.
And you went into something else?
Like what?
I don't know, like pick up your writing, maybe? Male modeling?
From a position of great wealth. far as male modeling, I'd probably be a success, but I wouldn't want to be around those fucking people.
There's no water in the pool.
Yeah, I had it drained. The electricity costs a fortune. I can't afford that. You're the only one who uses it.
Oh my God.
You couldn't even play fair.
I'm not the one that wanted it.
Okay, so let's just pretend that you weren't begging for it in a million different ways. Okay?
That's fair. He is like cracking. He and Janice in this episode both.
We're gonna throw him an engagement party or what?
No, if we can be civil. She's so young.
Same age we were.
Yeah, look how that worked out.
Last time I asked you to jot down one or two situations.
Okay,
or
so
people that...
she did decide to go to anger management.
It was a famous commercial from the '60s. Bufferin.
Oh.
Guy has a headache and he...
I did not get that at all.
I wonder why.
Because you're a minority.
Exactly. That's why I'm in here.
Uh-huh.
You seem angry about Evelyn's problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you mad. You make you mad.
It's good.
I left home and I marched. And for what? So they could ride around in their SUVs blasting that rap shit?
Oh my God!
The man is trying to say that those people outside, they do the thing, but we're the ones that get all upset and start carrying on. That's all he's saying.
Yeah. Good for you.
That Legend of Sleepy Hollow cartoon scared the piss out of me. I had to do that. Tony, too. And water his fucking tomatoes and his buzzing gold.
Okay, this is nice.
They used to call me Ichabod Crane. Who? Some very sorry people, that's who.
This is about everybody's anger issues, isn't it?
You've mentioned her temper before.
She got charged with aggravated assault and resisting arrest.
Excellent.
They just smiled and nodded and made sure you got it later. That's the whole beautiful point. You know what they say? Revenge is like serving cold cuts.
That's great.
Thank you for holding. Your call's important to us. If it's so fucking important to you, answer the fucking phone.
Yeah.
And if things don't go your way, instead of being merely disappointed or inconvenienced, you blow.
Same with Janice, yeah.
No, maybe she's on the right track.
Is this something you'd consider?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. This is nice.
And do me a favor. Be as polite as you are when it's just the two of us.
You can't excavate the whole fucking place.
Because you know what Tony's gonna say.
Let him come up here and dig then.
Yeah.
When he first heard the term pie in the sky, he volunteered for the 82nd Airborne.
I hope this doesn't get back to Tony.
It's a shame, you know, because he used to be the funnest guy in the world.
When was that?
He's got the world by the balls, and he acts like everything's a big fucking imposition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just him and his money.
These poor actors are working all night doing this, weren't they? Take after take.
Who is this guy, anyway?
My first Czechoslovakian guy. This is the second time I'm moving him.
Oh, is it the guy that they he killed at the beginning and they tried to throw into the dumpster, him and Sal?
Well, apparently he says he wasn't here.
Oh my God. God!
He's going off your ass.
It was the guys from New York. Philly and town now.
So the New York guys just straight stole their shipment.
Listen. Thanks for doing this. You didn't have to.
Fuck that, you're my little cousin.
Nice.
I was telling Benny that the other day. He was complaining.
What I said about Tony before? You know I love him like a brother.
I love him too.
I hope this doesn't go completely south.
We saw the guy down the pier. John has the Vespers.
There we go.
It's fucking payback. Johnny's got in his head that somehow my cousin had something to do with Joey Peeps.
Johnny should be out looking for the real killers.
This could escalate really badly.
The imported provolone. I guess we can kiss that goodbye too now, right?
He's gonna take sides, isn't he?
Motherfucker!
There's that anger again.
I wanted to call. I began to really rue what happened. And I was probably a
I'm
little
going
over the
back with
top.
my husband.
Oh.
Is that her decision? Is she actually gonna go back with him now?
Clean and sober, 14 months.
Yeah, your mother has that problem. Good for you.
For an episode so much about conflict, there's a lot of still, quiet moments in this episode.
You have every right to be mad at me. And I apologize.
Okay.
For business. But I'm working on it.
That was nice.
So how's that going?
Anger management? It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Okay.
I never realized what an angry person I was and how it fed itself.
So they got you on tranquilizers?
No. I was making everybody in my life miserable. I'm yelling and screaming or pouting and feeling victimized. But I feel so much better now.
I don't know if this is going to stick, but she's right about herself before.
What's the matter? You all right?
God, you're big, oh.
Took care of mine last night. The Johnson brothers will get tonight. Uncle Pat was like Johnny Mnemonic, right, Uncle Pat?
Huh?
This is the life, huh?
I'm with you.
Yeah, we were just saying that.
Like this, like so much of this is just like noise and so much tension, and then so many quiet, still, peaceful scenes in this episode. The direction's fantastic.
This place hasn't changed much, huh?
Got some pretty nice college girls there tonight, huh, Tom?
She liked you. The mayor of Philly would have to call out the National Guard.
What the fuck's so funny about that?
Because they're singing about you.
Oh. Well, if you recover your fucking balls, give us a call. We might like to hang out.
Don't.
You know that. That's right.
Maybe he can take another couple of steps out the fucking door so we could have some fun.
Oh, don't push it too far.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why don't you have a fucking drink, will you? Because you're driving everybody crazy with this shit. The fucking higher power yammering and the sweets and the...
Come on.
Hey, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing.
Well, Christopher handled that really well, actually. He turned that around really peacefully.
That's not a bill, that's a beak.
You know,
God.
that was you he made that joke about.
There it is. I thought that's what was going to come.
You know, I could have called you Ichabod Crane, but I didn't.
What the fuck's he talking about? Ichabod Crane.
Yeah, it's not funny when you're on the other end, is it?
Well, here's to the Johnson brothers. Whoever the fuck they were.
God, that was such a great scene and people trying to balance their anger there.
But what keeps officials from sleeping at night, they say, is that terrorists could use shipping containers to smuggle in a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah?
Son of a bitch.
In fact, a terrorist could even use a shipping container to smuggle himself into the country.
He's less amused by the smuggling.
Not my problem much longer.
Speaking of scary shit, was that you in the bathroom this morning?
Oh my God.
I thought they already dropped the biological weapon.
This is just like when they were kids, isn't it? Where he was the victim. Just taking it up here at the farm.
Pat, take care of yourself. Be careful of the alligators down there.
All right, tough guy.
Yeah, just like when he was a kid.
Go over there. You make sure he gets the best.
Or maybe he could just not have beat him up over nothing.
He's quitting the Bing. And he told Silly, goes, and I'd appreciate it if Tony don't come visit me.
Why would he?
These things happen, T. That's why I don't like to talk politics.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back to work there either.
Please, I couldn't believe it myself.
Well, are you going back with Tony?
No.
Then why'd you say it?
Okay.
Before dinner?
Half?
Okay.
Thank you. Bobby! Soph, come on!
The difference between these two and how they're handling their rage right now is actually kind of amazing.
Wonder where Hoppo's eating his Sunday dinner.
Oh, so now he's going to try to upset her?
Just wondering what Hoppo's up to.
Tony sucks, man.
He's half French-Canadian, Hoppo.
All right, Tony. Make fun of a boy because of his name.
I actually find myself feeling bad for Janice, and that's never happened before.
I don't got a right there. I'm the boy's uncle.
Easy, easy.
See, he's happy. That's, oh, wow. There's so much to hate about Tony right now. Just could not handle the fact she was doing better. Yep, so Tony reminded everyone again that he's kind of if I'm not happy, then I'll burn everything down kind of guy. Walked out smiling after completely destroying dinner for no reason other than the fact that he's miserable, which is a real thing, unfortunately, that some people do. I found myself feeling bad for Janice there, and I don't know that that's ever happened on this show. Janice is generally pretty awful, but she was trying. She was really trying, and it looked like some things were really starting to go her way just in terms of her getting better. And Tony decided to trash that because of his own misery. I beat a guy down for no reason, so now I just have to make sure that I feel better by making sure no one else is doing well. That was tough to watch. It was a really great episode, directed really well. Looking kind of at everybody, how they deal with the triggers in their lives. We had a really nice scene with Dr. Melfi, as we always do. And I really like the scene where Janice was kind of forced to face why she gets so angry in her anger management group. Really just nice all the way around. We had a lot of like really noisy moments, like Janice talking to Tony about letting go of her anger, and then the cut to Tony sitting there by himself, and the dog barking and the siren outside getting louder and louder and louder, saying that there really is no peace going on inside Tony's head. It was a really nice scene. And then you cut to Tony and Tony B just relentlessly bullying Christopher like they were kids again, and it actually affected him, and completely understandably so. He's carrying some old trauma there that we had the kind of revealed earlier. I really like this episode a lot. It's like a State of the Union for all the characters on the show, especially Tony, but not exclusively, right? We kind of see where Carmela is with her anger, right? She sees a guy she kind of dated. She gets mad at him. He upset her, so she tells a complete lie about how she's moving on with Tony just to get back at the guy. Which it didn't hurt him really. I don't think the guy cared that much, or he would have called. But that was the point, was to try to hurt him. There's everyone just kind of sliding those things around. Everyone kind of tried to assert power over everybody else. Tony's mad at the world, so he beats up a guy who did absolutely nothing wrong. Not even for the first time he did that to the poor guy. And drove him away. But does Tony learn from that moment? No, he goes over to Janice's house and blows that up just to blow it up. He's just a walking miserable sad sack right now. It's frustrating, but in a really, really well done way. I mean, it's supposed to be frustrating. That's the point of the episode. But man, that was really strong. I don't know what things look like moving forward in this. I don't know if Janice stays the course, or if Tony successfully just completely reversed her efforts to like herself more, God forbid, and to be a stronger, better person and communicator. But Tony's certainly still going to be the same miserable SOB that he's always been, and doesn't seem to be too interested in changing that. I feel like that's going to be a through line until this show's over. I think we kind of reiterated that how much is Tony getting better, and it's like, well, in the areas where it matters, maybe he's not at all. Certainly sympathy and empathy for other people hasn't remotely begun to enter his brain, as we just saw there, and it probably won't. Good episode, guys. Catch you on the next one. Thank you.